Ellies is a leading Southern African manufacturer, wholesaler and distributor of electronic products, including satellite and industrial audio products. Ellies shares jumped 8% to an all-time high today after the group reported full-year earnings of nearly 80%. Ellies has a market cap of 1.3 billion rand and a price-to-earnings ratio of 11. Well, those that were holding Ellies today must be very excited with that 8% jump. The big question is, would you now be selling and taking your money and running?
Nope, I like the story here. I went to the presentation they had back in January, and I must say I was heartily impressed with what's going on there. Look, if you go back 2 or 3 years ago, they got their fingers badly burned by overstocking on things like generators, UPSs and the like, but particularly generators, in the wake of the problems we had with the power cuts, or in Eskom speak, load shedding. So I think they've learned their lesson, and I think their line of products is now far more closely aligned with the requirements of the South African economy, both at a consumer and at an industrial level.
Ian, are you also excited about this story?
I think so. I think they're in an area. Just look at what Eskom's plans are, and I think that you know, over the next couple of years, they're well placed, and they're going to gain from that.
Well, if you're going to gain in this electricity power environment, then perhaps this one at current levels is one for the top draw here, just under 4.80 at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's had a huge rise. But
just a straight line.
You were asking about exponential area. That's exponential. But having said that, if you kind of look,
can it repeat it?
If you look at the kind of earnings growth we're talking about, that's going to take that PE down markedly. So from here on in, you know, I think obviously there are great expectations of the stock in terms of earnings growth. Let's not forget something else: set-top boxes. Once we switch off the analog terrestrial signal, which is coming up fairly shortly.
Is it coming up? Because it seems to have been an ongoing debate for a long time. It's happening.
2014, 2015 at the absolute latest. We have no choice in the matter. We've got to
can you take a step back and explain what's exactly going to happen?
Basically, South Africa, in line with the rest of the world, is having to go the digital route as far as sending out television signals is concerned. We just don't have a choice in the matter, because analog signals take up far too much space. Digital are compressed, and as a result it frees up a lot more space for other things. So to be able to receive that signal, the consumer is going to have to buy what's called a set-top box.
So on top of what we already have today, all those boxes that we have.
If you've got a DSTV, then you don't.
Oh, you're fine. I was just checking.
It's only things that are going out on the terrestrial channels currently. So it's SABC-E, that type.
All the free-to-air channels will have to buy set-top boxes.
SABC has said they're going to have more content coming through, and we have no indication as to what that content's going to be. We live and wait.
Well, there we go. I mean, that in itself is surely a reason to be investing in Ellies, even at current levels, even though it has run hard.
Yes. Look, it's had a heck of a jump as far as earnings are concerned. But, you know, it's not to say they can't do something like that again in the next couple of years. And I think that is the potential. And I think really it's always makes one reluctant when we've seen a price doubling within the last year to say, and we're still going to go for it. It could easily do that again, and I wouldn't be taking short-term profits. But after that sort of exponential move, I would wait for it to pull back a little bit before seeing that one starts a new holding.
Are there any risks right now to investing in Ellies, other than the fact that, as you point out, it has run very hard?
I think other than that, I mean, look at the range of products they've got. It's quite remarkable. I mean, I would say they've largely cornered the market. So your risk from that perspective, I think, is hugely diluted.
And if we were going to buy it at current levels, do you think it's a wait and a buy and hold, rather?
Sorry, my risk profile won't allow me to
buy you to. All right, so we're not going.
I just feel strongly about it.
All right, so and if I say hot or not, you're going to go for not hot on this one.
Yes, it's got to be in between. Not cold, because I certainly wouldn't sell it. I don't even believe one would take profits right now, just in case we lose the opportunity to have a stake in it.
And from your perspective, Chris, hot or not on Ellies?
This one's hot.
It's still smoking hot at current prices.
I love this one.
See, divergent views make up a market. What can I say?